What's up? Welcome to Girl Code Gaming. My name is Imani, and let's go ahead and get introduced into the sweet life. So, I'm going to be talking to you guys about Joey and his dad, Curtis. So, Joey is the only child living in Willow Creek, and this is like a low income neighborhood for them. And he is a very, very smart teenager. He is a straight A student, and he is the captain of the football team. His dad is also in, I believe it was the manual labor was his job, but that's not really paying the mortgage. So we're going to see how this unfolds for him because Joey's having a difficult time with his life. He just wants to be the successful person. He wants to be able to, live life abundantly, but he's also stressing because he wants to help his father out, but his father's very emotional and very just intense to Joey, and Joey's just like, can you just show some compassion? So Joey's going to school today. He's like, you know what, this is my regular day to day, let me go do what I have to do. The only thing that my father told me to do, he's like, just go to school, make straight A's, keep doing what you're doing on the football team. But Joey, in the back of his mind, he's like actually really, really stressed out because he just witnessed his grandmother passed away. Her name was Mae. She was actually living in the house, but she passed away while his father was at work. And he's not really in a good mood about it. Like, he watched the whole thing, and then on top of that, he's just like, why did my mother abandon me? Like, why did she just give me up to my father? Why didn't she want me? And she just kind of disappeared. So Joey's just like, you know what? I'm going to try my best to get by. But, I'm really stressed. And my father, he's so emotional. It's hard to talk to him because as soon as I start opening up to him, he gets mad and he doesn't want to hear it. It's a miracle that the relationship is even what it is now, because before his grandmother passed, they weren't getting along. Like, his grandmother was like, you two need to get it together. I'm getting old. I'm not going to be here forever. And you guys need to make up and build a relationship that will help you guys thrive. Like, Joey has friends too. He has a lot of friends, but a lot of his friends go to a different school. And he's mad because his father made him move to this neighborhood. And he's just like, all my friends are gone. And you got me here at this school where I don't know nobody. I don't really talk to nobody. What am I supposed to do? So Joey's just like, I'm going to eat my breakfast because I didn't eat. I stormed out the house this morning because I was just fed up with my father. I'm just over it. So he's going to go to class and he's just going to hang out. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that he didn't do any of his necessities. He normally like takes a shower, washes his face, and brushes his teeth, but he did not do it this morning. He was really, really stressed. I don't like that for him. I don't like to see Joey like this. So Joey's in class and he's learning, he's answering all the questions right. He's interacting with his peers, he's interacting with his teachers. Oh, it's a prank. You know what? He's always just doing good. Let's just see how he thrives with playing into this prank. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and do it. And see, everybody laughs. They're like, Joey, you don't normally do this. You're normally really quiet in the back of the classroom. Like, you're funny. We didn't even know this. And it's just like, yeah. But my father, he doesn't like to joke around too much. Kind of just do what I do and get by. So now what he's gonna go do is he's gonna go get lunch. You know what's funny? It's kind of glitchy, and I don't know, maybe it's just because I added this in here. Joey, I'm going to use a cheat because, first of all, you stink and we don't do that. You're not supposed to be that guy. Anyway, I made the school so big and I had a cafeteria in here, but I also created like this space outside the gym for like quote unquote game days. Mind you, I'm playing on a PS5, so I don't have mods to do certain things. So this is just base gameplay. But my cafeteria lady is not in the cafeteria. She's either in here or she's over there in like the gym area. I'm going to collect the concession stands serving like lunch. So Joey's just like, forget it. I'll just go over here, get something, and then I'll go shoot some hoops just to get my mind off of my life because I'm done with this bare minimum. He can't wait to graduate. He's just like super stressed. He's been to prom and everything. And it's crazy because the girl Yasmin that he's currently with, like I told you, that's his best friend's sister. She was not trying to give him no play in the beginning. She was just like, boy, bye. I don't date my brother's friends. You're not the guy that I want. But, Joey was persistent because he was just like, looking for somebody to love him, looking for, just a girlfriend, something different. And she finally was like, you know what, because you're being so persistent and then, you're always coming over our house, or kind of just like, whatever, I'll just finally give in. So he has his crush and he's just like, you know what, cool. I got my girlfriend, but she doesn't go here. And it kind of bugs him, but he trusts her, even though she was doing the most when he was trying to get with her. Now, Joey, you don't really play basketball like that. You're more of the football player. You're a star football player. Let's stick to that. So he's just like, you know what? Okay, cool. I'm going to go back to class. I'm going to finish out my day and see what I can get into. He's just like over it all. Like he's just done. And my bad if my game gets a little glitchy. Like I said, I was on a PS5 and it tends to do this sometimes and it's annoying. But that doesn't stop the show. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to go back to class. I'm going to go talk to my teacher, talk to my peers, finish out. They normally let me just go in the gym because they know I'd be stressed out, especially knowing after like his grandmother passed. Like that was his best friend. That was his baby. Like she was his everything and he was her everything because that was her only grandchild. So to not have her is like really hurting Joey. So Joey's like texting his girlfriend like, hey, meet me after school. I just want to hang out, just talk because I'm not really in a good mood. And she's like, okay, cool. I'll stop by. I'll just check in with you again a little bit before I come by just to make sure you still want me to come over. And he's just like, cool. So now he's doing his work. He likes to get ahead of everything. He's normally the first person in the class to get stuff done. And the teachers love that about Joey, except for his last teacher, because his last teacher used to try him so bad. Like she would often give him detention. She was just like, he's a troublemaker. And I'm like, no, he's not. Oh, and another thing, like granted, his best friend and his girlfriend live next door, but their mother, she'd be texting him like late at night talking about can you come over or do you want to go out to eat? I'm starting to think she kind of like has like this crazy crush, like this Miss Parker crush on Joey. And he's just like, no, I'm dating your daughter. That's mad weird. We're not doing that. But yes, we're going to go ahead and finish. And as you can see, like I said, he's a straight A student. He gets his work done. He's like, okay, the day is done. I'm going to go to the library, just go read some books, study and do some homework. And then I'll be home later. I just don't feel like dealing with my dad. I'm going to invite my best friend and my girlfriend to the library here in the school just to hang out and, apply to colleges together and just chill. Oh, his best friend's name, by the way, is Tyrell. But you'll be meeting Tyrell soon, too, in like another series. Well, maybe not another series, but within this series. So he's like, all right, I'm going down. That's his principal that just sat in his chair. They're like really cool. She's just like, you just keep doing what you're doing. You're a straight A student. I never have any problems out of you. You're the captain of the football team. We love what you do here. Like, he can literally get away with anything, but he's not that guy. So it's just like, So he's like, yeah, I'm just going to go to the library and just go hang out. He's going to wait on his friends and everything too. He's so tired and so stressed, guys. Like really tired and stressed. There goes Tyrell right there. I don't know why he has on his graduation cap, but we're going to fix that. But it's neither here nor there. So we go back to his dad. And his dad's just like, all right, I'm going to get up for the day now. I've been sleeping, working late, stressing about everything. The passing of his mother, not getting along with his son. So he's like, all right, I'm going to get up. One thing about Curtis, though, he's trying with his son. He's trying to be that parent, but also trying to be cool with his son. But he just feels like, I don't want to be too cool because I need my son to respect me. And he's just not like, he's not that dad. Like, he's cool, but he's not like, Joey wants Curtis to be a little bit more open. And Curtis is like, no, I'm your father. You're just going to do what I said. So Curtis is getting up. He's like, all right, I'm going to go file my paperwork before I go into work because he forgot the night prior because he was just so tired. His job is not even really the job that he wants, but he's doing it just to get by. As you can see, like, they don't even have that much money. Like, and then I think their like mortgage is like $300 something. So that's eating away at him. And he's just like, I need something that's going to supplement my money because I just can't keep doing this. And he's stressing. He's like, I want to take my son out tonight, but I have nothing to celebrate. I'm just really not in the mood for it. He's just like, I'm just gonna file my paperwork and be done, because he's just depressed. He's really, really depressed. And that was another thing too. Like his mother used to cook all the time, so now he has to get used to cooking without her. He's not really a good cook, so he's off to work. He's like, oh, okay, I don't really want to be here, but I got this, whatever. Uh oh. Of course. Like Curtis is like, no, I'm gonna do the right thing. Like I don't want this to fall back on me in any way. I gotta report this. Maybe this will put me in good rapport with the bosses, and maybe they'll give me a raise. And wait a minute, what? Wait, whoa. Oh my gosh. So they don't care. They were like, no, we're gonna fire everybody because of this. Like the police got involved. It was really, really ugly. So now, on top of being a low income family and not making that much anyway, now he doesn't have a job. So now he's worried because his son was talking to him about school and wanting to go, and he knows school is going to be expensive. So he's like, you know what, to take my mind off of this, let me go garden. Like gardening is his thing. Like his mother used to be into it with him too, and he loves just watching stuff grow, and he loves planting things. So he's just like, you know what, I'm gonna go tend to this, but I am super duper stressed. Like I just got fired, my mom just passed away, I don't get along with my son too well. He's just like, how am I navigating through life right now? Like this is way too much. Like I'm stressed. What am I gonna tell my son when he gets home? Like I'm gonna have to tell him that I got laid off. I don't want to, but he said he doesn't want to put any more strain on his family. So he's just like, I have to tell my son that I got laid off. Like this is just too much to deal with. Like he just can't take it. So he's just going to plant and kind of pass the time by until Joey gets back from football practice too, because he's just like scared to tell Joey what's going on now. So school may not even be an option for him. That's really gonna hurt Joey, because Joey's trying to make a better life for him, and even though his dad's not that open with him, he's just like, when I make it big, Dad, when I become this big lawyer, I'm going to seriously take care of you. Like I'm gonna have this big house, you're gonna have these grandkids, you're gonna live on the property with us, I'm gonna take care of you. And I just can't wait to I can't wait to get to this point. And that's gonna be hard to tell Joey that this may not even be a thing anymore. Like Joey may just have to find some dead end job and just stay at home for the rest of his life. And now Curtis is just gonna go inside and he's gonna clean up. He's like really nervous. He's like, oh my gosh, I gotta find the words. I don't know what to say. And then like now he's become super emotional because he's just tired of being let down. He's tired of feeling like everything is just out to get him. He's just so done, just so done. Oh, Joey's back from school. What the heck happened at school today? Did he get into a daggone fight? Like, why do you look like this? He's just like, listen, it's been a long day. I'm just going to get straight into the shower. I'm not doing this. Like, whoever's calling me, get somebody else to do it. I'm not okay. And then on top of that, he still has football practice that he has to go to. And his dad is like super avoiding, like telling him, especially before practice. He's the captain. He does not need that on his mind right before he goes to practice. Like, I know Curtis is like, oh my gosh, my heart is in the pit of my stomach right now, and I gotta tell my son this. I know he's kind of glad that his son's going to football practice because he gets to avoid it for a little bit longer, but he's just like, I have to tell him at some point. Curtis is like, I'm just gonna get in the bed and I'm just gonna cry because I'm too sad for this. Like, I'm way too sad for this. And he's getting up and he's just like, all right, wait a minute. Maybe I got an idea. Maybe this will work. He's like, I do love gardening so much. Let me go check on my stuff. And some stuff is growing and he's happy about that. He just planted some new stuff too. This is making him happy, but it's also making him think about his mom and then also what's all going on in his life. Like he's really like depleted. He's just really, really sad right now. He's just like, please somebody help. Like, what do I do? Like he needs a miracle. He really does. Like He's over it. He's just like, I need a breakthrough moment for me. Somebody please. And I know this series is starting off like really like, dang, like how did we get here? But I did not mean to drop y'all off into all their chaos right now, but that's just how it is right now. Like I was gonna record everything else, but I kind of just got sidetracked and I felt like, nobody wants to sit and wait for all the crazy stuff to happen. Let's just go ahead and dive straight into the gobbledygook. So yeah. But after crying like that, he's like, I'm gonna go take a nap and just chill out until my son gets home because I'm gonna have to tell him. So now Joey's home. He's like upset and he's just like, okay, I got to figure out something. Like I can't do this school stuff anymore. Like this is stressing me out. We need more money here. Like I'm literally just tired of this. And he doesn't know what else to do. And his dad's just like, hold on. Like he overhears him like in the room on the phone, just like going at it with his girlfriend. And she's just listening to him. He's just like, I feel like something crazy is going on. I'm hearing these rumors that my dad got fired and I'm just mad because he hasn't told me yet. Like, what the heck is going on? So Joey's like going into the shower and he's like, you know what? When I get clean and, I go chill out, this man better get up and tell me what the freak is going on right now. Like, why am I hearing rumors that you got fired? Like, what is going on here? I don't understand this. And Curtis is just laying there like pretending to be asleep. He's like, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna do? I have to tell him that these rumors are true. Like they're not rumors. Like I have to tell my son this. Joey's just like, you know what? I just can't. I'm super duper tired. He just fell out from exhaustion. Like, oh my gosh. Is he that tired with like his home life and school life? Like that's a bit much. He's just gonna get some rest. He's gonna get some rest. And it's crazy because Joey knows it's like night out in town, but he's just like, I'm not really in the mood. So Joey's gonna get up and he's like, I went for a walk after my nap just to clear my mind. I'm just gonna go in the house. I'm not even gonna stress my dad out about losing his job, even though like he hasn't told me yet that he lost it, but whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and go inside because the room's gotta be true because he's avoiding Joey. So like his dad looks back and just can tell he's disappointed because he knows the truth now. That's why he just laid down on the couch. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. I'm gonna go find a job, whatever I gotta do. I gotta make sure I'm winning in the end. He's like, I love my dad, but clearly my dad's not man enough to tell me that he lost his job and that, all this stuff is going on. So let me just do what I gotta do. Go find a job because I'm just over this stuff. Now he has to figure out how he's gonna juggle this, but he like just realized like, dang, if I try to find a job, that means that he can't be captain of the football team anymore because his schedule's gonna be too crazy. Like he's going to be a straight A student trying to maintain school, trying to maintain his friends. Then he's gonna have a job, and he's gonna be really upset about like having to leave football. Like the team depends on him, and Joey's just like, you know what, man, I gotta do what I gotta do. But then his father is just like, no, son, like I got a plan. Stop looking for a job. I just need you to trust me. Just put the report down, like put the newspaper down, get offline, stop trying to find jobs anywhere. Like you don't have to do this. Right as Joey's like about to respond to him too, his girlfriend calls and she's like, I'm gonna come over. I know you told me that, you want me to come over earlier, but I just feel like you need me now. So cool. I guess his dad decided to go back and take another nap too after realizing what Joey was doing. Because that was stressing me out. Like, see, his dad always be stressed out. Look at her. She's like, every time I come over here, it's always some mess. Y'all need to clean up. Like, I miss Mae too. Mae used to keep the house clean. Y'all boys in here are disgusting. And he's just like, hey, babe, I'm just happy you're here. Like, my dad is avoiding me. Like, he kind of just confirmed that he lost his job. And he's saying that he has some stuff going on. I just need you to distract me right now. Like, I'm not even trying to really get into my pop scan. Just like, come on, let's just fool around a little bit. He's asleep. And she's like, what? In your house where your dad's here? He's like, I mean, come on, man. Like, I really need this right now. She's like, I guess. Like, whatever. You know what? Cool. As long as we stay quiet, I don't want your dad to wake up and think I'm like this fast tail little girl. Like, I'm not that kind of girl. And he's just like, who cares what my dad thinks? It's crazy that they're going to do it in his bed, though. But, whatever. Okay, his dad's still asleep on the couch. Like, in his bed is crazy. And I think it's funny, though, because his dad doesn't even sleep in that bed anymore. Like, really. Like, he, every now and again. But it's going to sound weird. But his mom used to stay in that bed. And he used to, like, go lay in there with his mom some nights. Just like he would when he was a kid. But he just finds it too hard to sleep in that bed now. And the fact that her grandson is just in here being fast with this girl. Like, does your mom know you're over here doing this, girl? Now she put Joey to sleep. Girl, up. And then she just finna get comfortable. I think she heard his dad get up. And she was like, hold on, wait a minute. I don't need him thinking like, I got to come up with a story just in case his father comes in the room and they're like, why are you in here? Make it make sense. Oh, see, he's walking in the room. She's like, hey, Mr. Curtis. And he's just like, hey, what's going on in here? He's like, yeah, Joey was really stressed out. We were talking in here because he was talking about his grandmother. He saw the picture on the wall and, started crying. And I just told him to go get some rest. So I kind of just, sat here and talked to him until he fell asleep. And he's just like, oh, okay, I appreciate you coming by and checking on him and making sure he's good. I was scared to tell him that I lost my job, but, I trust you and I know that you have his best interest at heart. And, I just really want to make him happy. So, like, what should I do? And she was like, when you have the idea, like, school is where he wants to go. You just got to figure out what you're going to do to help him get there. Like, school is a lot to pay for, but he's really smart. And he was like, I know I saw him applying for scholarships. I just don't know if he got them yet. And she's just like, he will. He was a straight A student in school. He's captain of the football team. Probably some sports scholarships out there too. Like, he's going to be just fine. Joey's waking up like, the freak you guys talking about in here? Like, what are we doing? Like, what? And so she's like, nothing. I'm just going to go, check out my grades. And then he's just like, when you're done, come back in the kitchen so we can do our homework together. And she's like, cool, yeah, I'm a little behind anyway. We can help each other out, keep our grades up. I want to maintain my A+ too. And so they're just going to sit there and they're going to talk, about just everything from school to college, just how's life going, home life and everything. And he's just like, your brother Terrell, he ain't been coming around lately. What's going on with him? Like, been trying to hit him up and he's just been kind of absent. Like, what's going on with him? She's like, oh, nothing. Like, he just don't like this kind of weather. He's not really feeling it. And he's just like, I'm gonna stay inside. You know how light skins be. You see how he be acting. And Dad's just like, good. I love to see you two in here doing his homework, keep his grades up. This is why I like her. You chose a good girl. Mind you, like, in the back of Yasmin's head, she was like, man, like, he wouldn't have had a chance if I wouldn't say yes, but that's neither here nor there, whatever. And Joey's just like, man, all right, you got this. Like, okay, Dad, can you like go on now, please? And she's like, I'm getting tired. After we finish, I'm gonna go home and go relax and get in bed and get prepared for school tomorrow. I'm just really tired. I'm gonna finish this. And Dad's just like, I'm really proud of you, son. I want to talk to you in a moment too, like when we get the chance. As soon as you're done with your homework, I would love to just have some father-son time, talk. And she's like, I think that's a great idea. And he's like, I do too, because it's needed now.
Morehe Baringo, Zamboombe Beach,
Ooh, Pendole Farmu, Dimbish,
Torky,
Batsanabe Ooh,
Yanibi, Yanka, Zilnoy.
So now Joey and his dad are up now. And he's like, all right, son, whenever you're ready, let's go outside so we can talk man to man. And she's just like, I just got a few more problems. I can solve them here. I know my way out. Hope you guys have a good talk. He's just like, so son, I've been having a hard time tell this. The rumors that you've been hearing is true. But, I just been dealing with a lot. And, I didn't know really how to tell you. And he's like, I just hate that I had to hear it around town before you told me. He was like, as a man, I pride myself on making sure you guys are taken care of. He said, but that kind of just fell by the wayside this time. And all started piling on me. But I just want you to know, yes, I did lose my job, but everything is going to be okay. Like, I don't want you to feel like you have to go get a job or you have to quit the football team or you have to graduate early. You don't have to do that. Just keep doing what you're doing. Your birthday's coming up. You're going to be graduating soon anyway. Just trust me. And he's just like, all right, man. He's like, I got this idea in my head. Just when the time is right, I'll tell you what it is, but just keep applying for schools, keep applying for scholarships. I want to hear that you got into it first before I do this. So now Joey walks in the house and he's just thinking, and his dad's over here by the plants, and he feels like his mom just gave him this idea to open up like a shop. You know, he loves the garden so much, so how can he do that? Like a supermarket, a floral shop. What can he do, you know, to supplement his income now? Because it's dwindling down and they need as much profit that they can get from whatever business he decides to open. But the crazy thing is he doesn't have enough money, so he's like, now I gotta hope the bank will give me a loan. So Curtis is just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go get myself squared away for the night. I'm gonna go tuck myself in. And he's just talking to his son across the hall, like, just know, son, that I trust you, and you know, I know that you trust me, and that this whole thing is gonna blow over. Everything's gonna be just fine. You're gonna be able to go to school. I'm gonna see you as a prestigious lawyer you want to be, or whatever you want to be, whether that changes and you want to do something else. Just know I'm here to support your son. And Joey's just in the room like, all right, Dad, cool, whatevs. And so he's like, all right, son, I'm going to bed. And Joey's just like, man, all right. So I'm just going to go, you know, sit up in the living room. And he's just going to sit there and kind of just, you know, just chill out now. And just all the stuff is on his mind. He's nervous, but he trusts his dad. So he's just like, all right, man. But yes, guys, so Joey's going to conclude here, you know, is he going to be able to apply for school? Can he really trust his dad? You know, what does his dad have planned? Is the bank going to give him the loan that he needs to open this business? Who knows? But be sure to stay tuned for the next episode, guys. Bye.